the dummy man. Had you had your resonator, I would have requested that.
I did.
I have some makeup if you want to reproduce that makeup.
Tim was with me when we shot the video.
Were you?
I'm gonna give a shout out to my friend Tim, we traveled from the New Prague, Minnesota area today to come out and see Jim, and then tonight we'll be at Celebrate Community Church. And when we shot the video, Tim was there running the camera, so that was kind of cool. We did that at a old train place in outside of New Prague. But
yeah, that's pretty cool. When I first saw it, I thought, well, what's he doing here? And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
Do you know what the dummy man is?
Mm-mm.
Dummy man is we found this out. You were with me, so there's so many great blessings going on with the ministry. I just don't even know where to begin, and so we were sort of in a transitional period, and I've always gone out and done missionary work, and one of my favorite things that I get to do, that God lets me do, is like what we're doing right now. It's a beautiful day. We get in the car, we drive, we see friends, we go to a church, and I give my testimony through music, do scars, talk about the wabi-sabi, and, and we were doing a testimony in St. Paul. And so, I mean, we go where a lot of people don't want to go, and I mean, some of the places we go, they're a little rough, but, it's got to be done, and love the idea that God's bringing them something that hopefully they'll relate to in a different form, because I'm a firm believer in the power of music, Look what it does for people, and look at how one line of a song could affect somebody so much more than a 3-hour sermon, so
completely change your physiology. Just
absolutely,
totally
absolutely. That's why I like those one lines that sum up a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of them in recovery, man. There's a lot of those one line phrases, and a lot of acronyms too. And so we went there, and there are two really cool things about this. So we got there, and it was early, but it was getting dark real early. So we're in St. Paul, probably about a half mile from the Capitol, right off of Marion and University. So we're pulling up, and there's squad cars all over, and there's a helicopter flying over, and we're kind of like, what's going on? And they're rushing us up the stairs and into the church. They want us in, and it's like, what's going on? Oh, there was a shooting. So the police are here, and they're going, oh, what's going on? And just one of the people getting rushed in that was from the neighborhood said, the dummy man must be out tonight. So I went home and I did my New Prague suburban Google and looked it up, and dummy man is slang for drug dealer. That's what the dummy man is. So when you give everything to the dummy man, so it was going to be in context about a big part of recovery is being able to let go and to be able to give. I'm not saying mindlessly give, but giving and being part of something bigger than you is one of the biggest paradoxes of recovery in this sense, where a lot of times when we're out using, or it might even have anything to do with drugs and alcohol, but when we feel we have to hold on to our money and everything so tight that we're afraid to give or afraid to donate, that only hurts us, because we're kind of walking through life with clenched fist and gnashed teeth. I'm holding on to what's mine and I ain't giving, And I remember even when I first cleaned up and I'm seeking Jesus Christ, and I got this weird thing going on about the church asking for 10%. And I'm like, how dare they have this? A racket. It's the church. They just want a golden doorknob. That's what, and I got to tell you what, man, dummy man wants more than 10%. Yeah. Dummy man wants everything you got.
Wants it all.
Dummy man's going to take your money. Then after the dummy man takes your money, he's going to take your health. Then after he takes your health, he's going to take your soul. And then after you're done and gone, he's going to go after your family. Mm-hmm. So next time you give, if we get into that place of not wanting to give 10% to the church, just remember the dummy man wants everything.